Imagine teaching someone to build a rocket, only to watch them launch it straight at you. That's J.D. Vance's take on globalization. The West handed China the playbook, and now they're beating us at our own game. How did America's genius plan to rule the world turn into a blueprint for its own decline? Let's unpack the $3 trillion mistake no one saw coming. Globalization was sold as a win-win. Rich countries design, poor countries assemble. Apple's designed in California, made in China stickers. That was the plan. The West would keep the brains, innovation, patents, fat profits, while factories in Shenzhen churned out cheap iPhones. But here's the twist. China didn't stay in its lane. Take Apple. In the 90s, they were nearly bankrupt. Enter Tim Cook, outsourced to China, cut costs, boom, profit. By 2022, Apple hit a 3-hour today. Tomorrow, they're engineers designing Xiaomi phones. You can't outsource sweat without outsourcing smarts. Vance calls outsourcing a crutch, a drug America got hooked on. Short-term profits soared, but long-term, China built empires. They didn't just make iPhones, they reverse-engineered them. Now BYD's beating Tesla, TikTok's beating Meta, and Huawei's 5G is everywhere. The cheap labor trap, it's like selling your car for gas money. Here's the kicker. The West invented this game. In the 1800s, Britain fought China in the Opium Wars to force free trade, literally pushing drugs. Today, Trump slaps tariffs on China for checks notes, not stopping fentanyl. The rulebook? Free trade for me, protectionism for thee. Look at the global south. Countries like Pakistan have been on IMF life support for decades, 23 bailouts since 1958. Why? To keep them dependent, stuck assembling t-shirts while the West hoarded tech patents. But China broke the script. They took the IMF's loans, built bullet trains, and said, thanks for the ladder, now watch us climb. Now, the US is scrambling, banning TikTok, restricting chips, even freaking out when a Ford CEO admits he loves his BYD car. Vance isn't crying about exploited workers. He's screaming, we lost control. Globalization wasn't about morality. It was about monopoly. And China just declared checkmate. So, was globalization the West's biggest blunder? Or did we just get outplayed by a smarter opponent? Either way, the rules-based order looks more like a toddler's tantrum. But the system was rigged for us. Yeah, and now it's rigged for them. Drop a comment. Should the West double down on tariffs or admit defeat?